The Wendy's Bonkinator.
Whoa.
Wendy's Bonk Man. The bonkiest.
Through my actual speaker.
The bonkiest boy. No boy is as bonky as you. Wendy's Bonkinator Burger Kurg. I'm still mad Luke Food stole our money. I'll save that for the show.
Are you recording?
Yeah. Dude, Luke Food stole our fucking cash. Luke Foods robbed us blind. Dude.
He robbed you blind. I contributed no money to this.
Luke Foods robbed me blind, and you know what? I still support him. I can't believe he didn't eat another breakfast. People send you money, you eat what they ask. It doesn't matter if you've reviewed it before. Eat the fucking breakfast Baconator.
Maybe you got a dud. I don't know.
Dude, he went to Little Caesars. Someone sent him $4 today. He made a video being like, just for you guys, I bought a whole pizza. Because this guy, we paid for the whole thing. We paid for the whole sandwich. And now he's going to Little Caesars on his own dime.
He's taking... No. That's our money because you didn't buy the Baconator.
We bought a fucking Little Caesars pizza. I could have done that. Fuck that, dude. I'm mad. Let's get into it.
I took the plunge and had the time of my life.
I finally took the plunge. And you know what? Feels great.
Oh, that's what we're doing. We're singing. Y'all know nothing about that. Watch me. Watch me. Come on, Ed. Come on, Ed. Prove yourself.
Take it out, dig it. Take it out, take it out, dig it. Take it out,
What's up, guys? Welcome to The Plunge. Today is a day. Joining me, as always, my lovely husband, Ryan T. What's up, dude?
I should have factored in that you were eating a fucking Baconator before I hit play.
Dude,
you are in the most ridiculous outfit I've ever seen in my entire life right now.
Do it.
Why do you have a polo shirt on underneath this
It was
absurd...
snowing this morning, dumbass. What do you think I'm going to do? Go outside in just a polo? Don't be fucking stupid. You're smarter than this.
She wearing a polo? Some weird women's flannel sweater robe type thing. Pink flannel thing. You didn't wear a jacket? Like, this was just... What am I saying? You showed up ice fishing in Crocs and pajamas.
Yeah.
You went to work looking like this?
No, I took this off when I got to work. I'm still in my work pants.
What are those? Pajamas?
No, it's just khakis.
Yo, khaki gang? Khaki gang, khaki gang, khaki gang, khaki gang. Oh, yeah, show me those khakis, dude. Oh, yeah. Oh, dude, I'm running a new pair. I'm running a new pack of socks right now. Best week.
That's elite.
Just the
also,
best week.
Are we wearing the same thing?
We might be.
Are you wearing a gray polo?
I'm not. I'm wearing a sweater.
Oh.
The sweater looks nice, and turns out it's just a full body zip. Does not look like it would be a full body zip.
That's what's up.
Big
Dude,
Mike got it for me.
That is middle class fancy right there.
This is middle class fancy. I am middle class fancy. I've reached that point in my life. I'm middle class now. I've always been middle class, but now I'm my own independent middle class.
What am I right now?
You are your parents' upper middle class. Soon you will be your own upper middle class. Can you be upper middle class if you live in your parents' garage?
Yeah.
Can you?
What if I own the house?
You don't. Nor will
I'm
you.
saying, what if
You won't.
They already told me if they're gonna sell the house to anyone, it's gonna be me.
You don't need that house. I'll say it.
I would love this house.
You don't need that house.
Why, dude? I already look like I live in the woods.
That's true. I wouldn't enjoy if you got that house.
Hey, you got a nice haircut.
You, dude, you want to see mullet cam? What's happening?
Yeah, dude, mullet cam. Also, just as a preface, I don't have a lot of energy. I just worked like 11 and a half hours and stood the entire time.
I keep getting compliments on my mullet. Unironic compliments, too.
I know.
Which I think it's because my hair's just so thick that it does just sort of work.
It is pretty thick. When I pound you from behind and grip on.
Yeah, you get it's like a phone book. It just keeps you in there. You can't
Dude,
pull
it
the
really
hand
is.
out.
It's like a Chinese. Your hair is like Chinese finger traps, my brother.
Have you been enjoying Harry Potter? Because I can't stop playing.
I took yesterday off because I had a bad day yesterday
Why'd you have a bad day?
because it was my last day of like freedom.
What is that?
But-
Oh, you're starting school again, kind of?
Yeah.
That's true.
Which
Your
today-
girlfriend
today's
left you
my-
for 6 weeks. You have to go back to school.
Well, like yesterday, I was finishing the requirements for my last internship ever,
Yep.
but I forgot it was President's Day and that all government people don't work. Like I don't know, a good
Apparently,
12%
my
of the
work
year.
did not get the memo.
Well, I showed up and I had to go to I forget exactly what it's called, but it's like I have to do criminal background check for New Hampshire because I haven't had one done in a couple of years.
Yep.
And I showed up to the place to do it, and I tried to go in one automatic door, and I was like, oh, this is the exit. So I go to the other one. They're both entrances, by the way. So I go to the second entrance, and then I look, and it says, we will not be here on these federally recognized holidays.
Did you have to go to Concord for that, too?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Wait, is that in the building next to the Fish and Game building?
Yeah.
Yes. I had to go.
Well,
Do you know why I had...
Let me finish this real quick.
Yeah.
As soon as I read that, I just went, fuck, really loud. And for whatever reason, there was a guy in the parking lot walking somewhere.
Of course.
And when I was angrily walking back to my car, I could see he was laughing but trying not to show it. And I was like, this fucking guy.
Yeah. That's tough. I had to go there when I created a car dealership.
Yeah.
I had to get a check. I had to go to that same office.
That's really funny.
Dude, it just snowed this morning.
Dude, I literally did a double take this morning.
It's been spring. It's been 60 in the middle of for all of February.
What is the temperature now? We're gonna have like a winter
10?
storm on Thursday.
Yeah, we have a winter storm tomorrow. Don't know what's happening. This weather had me full spring. I had in my mind, I was like, yeah, winter's over. Let's break out the cornhole boards. It's time to be middle class fancy in spring. I was ready to have fun, and now I'm not having fun.
Hey, tomorrow's gonna be nice, and then at 6 p.m. it's gonna snow,
What is this?
and then it's gonna snow for like fucking 18 hours. What the fuck? And it's gonna snow next week.
Yeah, dude, I don't know.
Bro, what the fuck?
I don't know.
hate it here.
I just ordered cornhole bags because I was so in the spirit of springtime. Oh my
Can
god.
you feel how sick of New England I am, but how much I love it at the same
Yeah,
time?
I mean, you were just talking about how you want to buy a woodland home. So, dude, the mullet might be going this week for reasons I can't unveil, but
Can you unveil them like to me?
yeah, later.
Well, yeah. Can you text me? I don't like being in the dark on the show.
I'll text you later.
You're such a cuck.
I'm not a cuck. I'm a strong man.
Can we talk about, I know I'm bouncing all over the place.
Hey, listen.
Can we
it's fine.
talk about my Mr. Goodbar flaming?
I'm mad about it because
You should
hey,
be.
hey, you were right.
Thank you.
You were fully right.
I like this preemptive. You were right.
You were fully correct. I was entirely wrong.
Yeah, you've been wrong since 1925. That's
Apparently
a joke
so.
that doesn't. That's a foreshadowing joke.
Yeah. Tell your Mr. Goodbar.
So, while Shelby was here, have you ever gotten a manicure?
I have not got a manicure. I've gotten a pedicure.
You should get a manicure. It's sick. Well,
I don't think I would like a manicure. For the
You
record.
would. It's very
I
fun.
don't
And
think I would.
They massage your forearms too. It's kind of sick.
I don't think I would like that.
I think you would. You want to get manicures together?
Sort of.
Well, I'll start with my experience at the actual manicure place. It only took them like 10 minutes to do it. It only cost like $20 plus a tip. Not bad, not bad. But the old Asian woman who I think owns the place. She was rubbing lotion into my forearm, and she was like, "I like this. It looks like picture."
Your
And
hands.
she's
You
talking
do
about
not
my
have-
tattoo.
Oh, okay. I was about to say you do not have picturesque hands.
No, but she was like, it's very beautiful," and I was like,
Hey,
"Thank you."
you have a nice tattoo.
Yeah, but afterwards, me and Shelby like grabbed dinner, and then we were getting some snacks.
Yeah, in
Because I
Hunt
didn't-
fashion, you stopped at you stopped at Mr. Mike's convenience store.
No. We were in Hooksett. We stopped at Walgreens
Okay,
because I needed a light bulb as well.
sure.
Yeah. Regardless,
Yep.
we were walking to the candy aisle, and I saw Mr. Goodbar, and I go, "You know what? Riley has rave reviews
Hey,
about this.
well-
I'm gonna."
Let me say, you grabbed a Mr. Goodbar XL, which I have. This is a vital part. This is an important little
This is an important
caveat
part.
to this story. I have never seen a Mr. Goodbar XL. It has insane brand, not at all similar to the Mr. Goodbar branding.
I honestly disagree with that.
It looks the branding of a Mr. Goodbar XL makes it look like it's some sort of combo candy. Like if Twix in 100 grand were like, "Yo, 100 Twix," you know, like this is what it looks like, some sort of combo candy. So
That did set me up for this. Maybe the funniest text I think I've ever sent to you, which was, hold on.
so you sent me
You're
this.
like, "I've never seen the XL," and I said all question marks, and you said, "Like I said, give me a few," and I said, "XL is the size, you ape."
Well, I knew that. I just thought like the XL was the. They had to make it big to incorporate both candies, you know. I had sound thought in my sound judgment in my thoughts here.
I, in retrospect, is it sound logic?
Huh?
No.
Well, listen, knowing what I know now, it was sound logic. I'm more just disappointed.
Anyways, I
Yeah.
got a Mr. Goodbar, and I brought it home, and that was this past Friday. What did I send you the video on Sunday?
I think so.
So on Sunday, I was
preemptively mad too. I just knew it wasn't going to go well. Because I know deep down Mr. Goodbar's. You know what it is? It's because Mr. Goodbar's get shit on so much that I feel like I have to defend them. But because of that, in my own mind, defending this mid candy from not being bad,
It elevates it.
I've eluded myself to think that it's actually good, and I've been fighting for it to be good. No, I've just been fighting for people to not call it garbage. And because of that, I forgot, and I killed myself. It was over before it began.
Are you so in here? Like, place at some point in here, if you have time, place the video audio.
Yeah,
Of
let
my review.
I'll upload it.
But
I'll put it right here.
We're gonna find out. Oh, camera slipping. Riley texting. That stay? Hope so. Let's see. I opened it. No bite taken. Not a good first. Look at this. Not a good first impression. Kind of weak. Weak chocolate doesn't make for good review score. Look at this, it's falling apart. Has the classic, like, Hershey taste, but with some peanut. The peanuts are good. I don't know where they're getting these peanuts, but I mean, dude, look. You can't make that up. You know, falling on the floor. I'm trying to give it a fair shake. Kind of dog shit. This is dog shit Hershey chocolate with peanuts. 5.1.
So, anyways, I laughed my ass off watching that video back, but two, the fact that you're like, I'm not watching the rest of this because you're gonna rate it like a
Well,
Hershey's
okay, so
X
I-
Mr. Goodbar. And
I
I was
shut-
like, what
I
are
closed-
you
I
talking about?
there is a specific point where I close out. You said something like, the nuts are good, but it tastes like just a Hershey bar. And put yourself in my shoes. Up until this point, I kept being like, well, yeah, that's because this is a combo Hershey bar, Mr. Goodbar. Not knowing that a Mr. Goodbar is just in itself a Hershey bar,
with
Mr.
nuts.
Yeah. So at that point, I was like, I'm shutting it off. He's slandering it. The only positive he said is the part that Mr. Goodbar is bringing to the table. The other part he's slandering is the part that's Hershey bars. So what do I need to hear his ranking for?
You're like, so what it sounds to me is Mr. Goodbar goes fucking hard. And I was like, what are you talking about? And I was like, it's a Hershey's Mr. Goodbar. And then I looked up, because at that point you spooked me. In my head,
At that point, you were like, wait, maybe it is.
no, in my head I was like, I can't be wrong about this. Like, I know that Mr. Goodbar is made by the Hershey company.
That wasn't
And-
my qualms to go over that real quick, because that did get lost in the translation of us arguing.
Well,
Because I
you
knew
ever
Hershey.
notice-
I know Hershey made it, but I thought it was like there's a lot of fucking things within Hershey, so I thought it was
Well-
still them putting two of their brands together.
I should also correct myself. I looked up Mr. Goodbar to see if it had Hershey on it or if it was a different product. And I found a picture of the original 1925 Hershey Mr. Goodbar. And I was
You
like,
sure did.
I was like, no, like my thought process was 100% correct. And then Riley in here was like, that's not true. It says XL on it. I was like, what is happening?
And then I did a single Google search. One single search. Just looked up Mr. Goodbar and was immediately ousted. Just
The
done.
thing that did make me laugh is I sent that screenshot of our conversation to
Everyone.
the heads of state chat. And
Yeah.
You're like, hey man, I said you were right. Why you have to be mean? And I was like, you flame me for way worse.
Yeah, that's true.
And then I realized over the past 6 months, I have done nothing
You've been
but
mean.
just fight.
We
and
can't
be
say
mean.
why you were mean, but you were very mean to our friend Jake yesterday.
That
were
wasn't
very-
even mean. That was fun. That was the funniest thing I've said all.
I gotta
all
say,
calendar year.
it made me cack. It awoke the lady. It was like 11 at night. I was like turning my phone over to go to bed. And then those started coming in and I was fucking crying. He was so proud. He was on the number. He was a background. He was in the background of one single shot of like the #1 show on Netflix right now, the golf one, like Full Swing or something like that. Because he used to work at the golf course. And he's like, guys, check it out. I'm famous. I'm on Netflix. And he said something mean.
I said, are you actually
Yeah.
in that show? And he said, look at the left side of the screen. That would be me in the blue shirt. Riley said, #1 trending show on Netflix right now. And then I said, quite possibly the meanest thing I could have ever said in that moment.
Yeah, you did say a very mean thing. We're not going to repeat it here. But yeah, you've been kind of mean. We then went on to roast some TikTok lady. If you're not, I'm gonna just very brief. If you're not caught up with the Mains official on TikTok, there is one lady in their dance crew that people have been mean to. So as a counter to that, they've now began calling her mighty names like Gilgar.
Callus, the last emperor of Cabal, leader of the Shadow Legion, giver of opulence, newest disciple of the Witness.
They've just began calling this woman bosses from various like video
Dude,
games.
the one that I sent you, Smo or Smog.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, like that was I think the first or second one that I had seen.
Yeah, so
And I
that
was like, this is just Dark Souls.
Yeah, so
characters,
that
I
was
sent
back
you
to
a
back.
picture.
because after that, you and me began texting because we started talking about how mean the original one was, and I was like, "Yo, speaking of that, check out these comments."
Dude, it hit me with the Jormungandr of the Jormungandr, the Midgard serpent. I was like, oh my god.
Dude, it's so good. Yeah, so that back to back, I was like cackling in bed until midnight. I had to put my phone down at some point. Like, I gotta go to bed. I can't do this. But yeah.
Also, the progenitor of me names, just calling them Sam Smith is fucking incredible.
So that was the origin.
Dude, you hit one of the mains with a stray bullet too.
Why?
Because on the video that was like Nightmare Blunt rotation is funny in the last one. And then that was when I kind of identified. I was like, the comments are just fucking video game references. And then you go and roasting Dwight Schrute looking bitch. And I was like, I didn't even notice Schrute in the back.
Dude, Schrute was in the back. Yeah, go to the mains official. You'll find it. Go to the comment. If the comments aren't funny, you're in the wrong place.
Dude, what I've noticed about... So you know how like during COVID, the memes and the meme compilations really just made little to no sense?
Oh, yeah.
The new thing is reading comments are funnier than the actual videos.
Most of the time, yeah. Especially on TikTok.
Yeah. People just bully each other.
Like
it's awesome.
EvPap's comments are getting out of hand lately.
Is it like actual... Who's Stouty Yeast? Stout Yeast.
That is, a bot.
That's a bot.
Yeah, it's a bot. We got bots, dude. We're famous.
Go to dogehype.com.
I love dogehype.com.
I
have one more qualm with you. I have one more qualm with you.
What's up?
Before we talk about the downfall of Marvel.
With me?
It's kind of with you. It's more with a good pal, Jake. He has had that game longer than us. It cannot be spoiled. So we're talking Hogwarts Legacy right now. We all got the game on the same day. I
got a day after you guys, I think.
It has been 2 weeks in a group chat with us, a group chat where all three of us have the game. We have all played together because we've been in a party chat playing the game together at the same time. A game that has been out for 2 weeks. I mentioned something that is not at all relevant to the story.
What was it?
The Daedalian keys. I said, man, those Daedalian keys are quite a bitch, which has zero spoilers at all to anything. It's an early game, mid-early game mission. Well, to be fair, it can be as early or late as you go pick it up. So, but I'd say mid to early game mission side quest that is only a collectible that is insignificant. And I got fucking flamed for spoiling a game 2 weeks after it came out.
I want to weigh in on this.
I would love for you to weigh in because I still don't get how I'm in the fucking wrong here.
So from day one, me and Poity, you can attest to this. Both agreed. We don't want to hear anything.
Poity didn't say that ever at any point, by the way. You did.
I did.
Yeah.
I said, I don't want to hear anything about the game. I want to go in blind. Immediately, you're like, yeah, you get your wand at Ollivanders in Hogsmeade.
That's not what I said. I said, he was like, where are you?
You're like, I got my own wand. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, he said, like, where are you at? And I said, I just got my wand. I just got my own wand, which can be, that's slightly distinct from a wand.
And I was like, well, I have a second thing after
which also first mission,
regardless,
second mission.
The idea that I just didn't want to know anything because I hadn't even gotten to play yet. I didn't know you were borrowing a wand. I didn't want to know that you went and got your own wand. I figured it happened. I didn't know how soon. And you're like, I just got my own fucking wand. I was like, cool. That being said, I'm on Jake's side because I
hadn't played yet. He's had it for 2 weeks when this happened. That's different.
So it is different. I'm still on his side because you should be like, hey, what collectible things have you gotten to? You don't give a fuck. I'm just gonna say that. Also, you texted me on the side and you were like, you were just like, yeah, the reward is this sick cape. And I go, you just fucking did it again. I don't look up there. I was like, what are you doing?
You strike me as a guy who does his research. I don't know.
No, not on games I like. I don't look up anything.
Wow.
And then, you literally like, yeah, but the Daedalian keys, gross. They suck. And then I was like,
they do suck.
They're pretty bad.
I want it on the record.
You get the best looking cape in the game. And I was like, you're a dick.
I want it on the record. The cape is sick.
The cape is sick. But when
All the
it
capes
was
confirmed
immediately
sick.
after, you're like, I don't even spoil anything. By the way, you get the sickest cape in the game. I was like, fuck you.
I thought you would be excited. Be like, dude, I'm talking about this because you get this sick cape. I was looking out for you.
It just struck me as funny where you were like, yeah, I don't spoil anything. And
So
then
anyway, this
proceeded to,
cape-
in the next text, spoil what the reward was. I
In
was like,
trying to get that, I spent the last 3 days just running around the castle. Revelio every 10 seconds, looking in every direction to see if I can find that tiny fucking butterfly key thing.
You didn't look for the wardrobes?
I did, but also I was looking for the
Also, can I guess where the last two that you needed were?
yeah.
Hospital wing?
No, I got those.
Really?
It was,
Those are the last. I completely forgot that.
It was
area
2 of
existed.
them outside of the map chamber, essentially. Like if you went all the way to where the map chamber.
In those tunnels?
Yeah, kind
those
of.
are aids.
Yes, those sucked.
I got those when I was looking for the date. Oh, what is it? The moons?
Yeah, the demiguise moons.
Yeah. So I was doing both of those, and you're like, you have 14 already? I was like, yeah, dude, and I got like 6 demiguise moons.
Well, that I had 11 naturally, and then that makes it so much worse though, because you have nowhere to begin
Yeah.
at all. You're like, okay, I have 5 in this giant fucking map.
There was one. You know the one that's like near the grand staircase, and the key is like up 3 floors?
Yeah.
That one took me the longest. I was like, where the fuck is this? Because the other ones are like, you can see the
Yeah,
key
both of 'em,
from
yeah.
the thing. That's the only one. It's like, I don't know where this key is.
Yeah, in the process, I got like every single other collectible.
That's fair.
Like I think I have 40 field pages left in Hogwarts.
I think I'm about this, maybe 50 or 60, but
Yeah.
I'm in the same ballpark.
Yeah, that game. The game is sick, by the way.
Yeah, it is.
I just today was finally like, I've spent the last 5 days being like, yeah, I'm gonna make my room of requirements sick. I'm gonna do side quests. I'm gonna go.
You
up
showed
my
me
gear.
that there are more rooms in the room of requirement. I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Oh, but was that one a spoiler?
No. I just didn't know that existed. I was like,
Yeah, I was-
there's
Well, yeah, because I was like, yeah, I was showing you. I was like, yeah, and then in the other room, I have all my potions and shit. And you're like, other room.
and you're like the bestiaries. Like, I know that you have the 3 different.
Yeah, well,
like,
I was like, oh, do you
areas.
not know about the vivariums? You're like, no, I have those. What other room?
Yeah, because
I
I,
was like,
I don't
brother, I'm
spend much
about to
time
blow
in
your
there.
mind.
Yeah, and then you just like walk through a doorway. And it's just a second room, and I was like, oh, that's sick.
Very fun game. Highly recommend. I finally picked the story back up today.
Dude, I don't even remember where I'm at in the story. I know that I just completed the second trial.
I'm at the same spot.
I
That's-
probably won't play till this weekend, but
Yeah. You a busy
Good
boy.
game.
Good game.
you see the mods with Dobby with a Glock.
Oh, but dude, I've seen the mod. Also, there's mods where you can just murk every student has a health bar and a hitbox now.
That's
So you can
amazing.
just ruin teachers and shit. VD Khedivi.
Have you seen those videos
I
before?
don't yet have a VD Khedivi. That's the only thing I'm missing.
That's also the only spell that I don't have.
I think we're just about in the same exact spot. You inspired me to go do a bunch of side stuff after you had done a bunch of side stuff, and I think now we're even.
Hold on. I gotta show.
You showing me a VD Khedivi?
Yeah, it's it is my favorite. Okay, you got it.
Yep.
What is going on right here?
No idea. What have you been watching?
I don't know.
Someone have an app? Oh. That has no business being that funny. That is
Like
good.
whenever. So you've done the Dark Wizard arenas, right?
Yeah.
Have you done any that you have Avada Kedavra?
Yeah.
So I was doing the
Just-
first one I did. I was laughing, and Shelby just goes, "Why you keep laughing every time you do Avada
You do- were
Kedavra?"
you just
And I-
going,
and I
"Giddy,
just
giddy,
looked at her and went, "Giddy, giddy, giddy." And she didn't. I had to show her too.
Yeah, those are no fun because you just turn the trolls into your teammate and then you fucking ruin everyone else.
Yeah.
Fun stuff. Good game.
A good game.
Marvel's going down, apparently.
Yeah.
Phase
Phase 5.
Phase 5 just started this week.
Yeah.
I'm
heard
not
thinking-
saying the movies are bad because I haven't seen them.
Same.
And I think that is...
No, didn't you see...
I saw Doctor
Quantumania?
Strange. I saw...
Didn't you just go see Quantumania?
No, I didn't see Quantumania.
Who was that? Was that Almy?
It was Christian.
Oh.
I think. Yeah, well, he
Christian
saw it
or
was-
Wutzke?
Well, Chris Wutzke. So Chris Wutzke's an old man, angry, yelling at the internet into a black hole. He's yelling into a dark.
He tweet into the void?
He tweets into the void because the internet tells you, "Oh, this is perfect. This is absolutely perfect." Mykie T from
What's up,
Failing
Mikey?
Hollywood and the Prop Masters Guild of America podcast, or something like that.
Oh, now I hear you.
Hey, Mykie T from Failing Hollywood, everyone.
Wendy's Bonkinator.
Yes. Mike, you were talking about the downfall of Marvel. You would argue that Marvel's always been on the downfall.
That's not necessarily true.
So-
I mean, it was cool when they like Iron Man 1 came out, and you know it was pretty fun when Tobey Maguire's first Spider-Man movie was there. But
Not MCU.
Well, yeah,
No,
true.
he was. No,
he
it
was
is now
in the
canonical.
It is canon now. That's true. We're saying that it's dead not because the movies are bad, but because we haven't seen the movies because we have no desire to go see the new movies. Which I
Honestly,
think in
after
itself,
the last Spider-Man, I had no desire to go see more Marvel.
yeah, I feel
don't
like
care
I
enough.
feel like all the plots I needed were wrapped up nice. I was like, okay,
Mhm.
I'll probably go.
Yeah.
I'll go see the next Spider-Man.
I probably won't. I mean, that's what they're talking about. What the Ant-Man and the
Yeah, Ant-Man
the
and the
circle
Wasp,
chat.
Quantum
And I was like,
Mania.
yeah. Every time I see an Ant-Man text come through, I was like, I don't give a fuck. Don't care.
Well, so Chris Wutzke's the only one who gives a fuck, and I tried to get him on here today to make his case because the internet. Chris Wutzke's biggest gripe with new Marvel is that the internet is telling you they're bad, and that he thinks they're still fun and fine, and he hates the people yelling into the void, and he thus has become one of the void yellers.
Nah.
Chris Wutzke, Void Walker.
I will. The only one that I will actually see is like I like the Guardians movie, so I'll probably go see
Guardians
it.
are good.
also
They
like
did
the
just
Guardians.
unveil the trailer for 3. Marvel's back.
Yeah.
So the new Guardians does look okay, so I probably
Yeah.
will see that.
That's
Is
true.
James Gunn directing it still?
Yeah,
Or did he
he's
get
wrapping it up. It's done after, but
But I thought he got canceled for like 20.
no, dude, they handed him DC.
Oh yeah,
They restarted. They said, "Hey, you know all the last like 20 movies we did don't exist
more.
anymore. James Gunn, here you go."
Does that
I
mean
mean,
Henry Cavill's not Superman anymore
Yes,
then?
correct.
Really?
Yes.
He's the only good Superman in like the past 20-something years, however many years they've been making the movies.
So yeah, I think he's keeping Suicide Squad and sorry, he's keeping the Suicide Squad and that's it. Because he's keeping John Cena around because that show is good, confirmed good. But yeah,
You know what I've been watching a lot of lately?
Harry Potter cutscenes.
Western movies.
Why?
like what?
I watched Tombstone last week.
Oh, Tombstone's fantastic.
I've seen 310 to Yuma, but I watched it again. That's a good movie.
Can I ask a question? There's no
What's up?
judgment in this question. How many of these were with your dad?
None.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, the
okay.
first time I watched 310 to Yuma was with my dad.
Okay.
This past week, that was all by my lonesome.
Where do you even get that movie?
Worry about yourself.
Okay.
310 to Yuma, I think, is streaming somewhere. Tombstone, I don't know if that one's streaming anywhere. It might have to be.
Me and Sully watched Tombstone. He owns it on Amazon.
Okay, there we go. This wasn't your first time seeing it, was it?
No, this was so I know like the characters from Tombstone, but I've never seen it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was. I was stoned and I enjoyed it. I respect Doc Holliday even more now.
I'm your Huckleberry.
I'm your Huckleberry.
Yeah,
No, I did never.
Tombstone's a classic.
I've never seen
What
a
is it?
Western movie.
And tell them I'm bringing hell with me.
Yeah, Tombstone is. I think Tombstone is my favorite.
Like
My favorite
spaghetti
Val Kilmer movie. Period.
Okay, fair.
Well, I mean, I guess. Yeah, I'll probably take Tombstone over Top Gun just because Top Gun is more of like a hype movie than anything.
Did you like the new Top Gun?
Loved it.
It was sick. Did you see it in
Loved
theaters?
Yes.
Okay. Wonderful experience.
I absolutely loved it. We're actually on the Prop Talk show we're having. I finally like got everybody encouraged in doing stuff because I was just like, hey man, if you're not gonna like because it's the first time I ever had to like do a podcast where I have to get an approval from a board, which sucks. So getting out content's like impossible. So finally I was like, hey guys, like we're going to lose retention like crazy if we're putting out an episode every month and a half. So I'm going to start calling people and getting people in the room, and you can approve the episodes or not. And if you don't approve it, then I'm just going to put it on my show. So
That's
pretty
a good
much
idea.
it is. And it got them like, okay, just do it. So we're literally, for the first time, finally, we have scheduled 3 episodes just to record this week alone. And it's just a straight up Academy Awards focused episodes just because we're building up to the Academy Awards. So on Thursday, we have the prop master that did Avatar coming in to talk about all the props in Avatar. It's going to be a fantastic episode.
Are there props in Avatar?
Wait,
Tons of props.
Can we back up for a second?
What?
Do you have like a solo show as well, or are you talking
It's not technically my show. It's the Property Masters Guild show. So I just produce it.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. So but it gives me access to bigger property masters and bigger
the biggest property master.
Yes. So the guy who did Avatar is coming in to talk about all the he had to make every single prop for it. And I don't know. I have a lot of questions because a lot of it was CG blend. A lot of it had to be underwater. They shot a lot of that movie underwater.
You see
real.
Kate
Wild.
Winslet set the record. She was underwater for like an absurd amount of time.
Really?
Yeah.
Say Kate Winslet?
Or one I don't know who it was, but one of the actors would just he didn't feel like going up and down, so they would just bring oxygen to him underwater.
Yeah. I think they had the hoses actually. So they had it up top, or they just had like the hoses going down. But I'll learn all about that. And then we have the next day the prop master who did Top Gun Maverick.
Okay.
And he also, the same prop master, did the Glass Onion. And
I haven't seen that.
Have you seen it, Riley?
No.
Okay. Well,
I've seen Batista's in it, and he's banging Madeline Klein. So
Yes.
I need to watch it.
If you watch it prop wise, like there's something to cheese about. They have like this like it's not giving too much away, but like the invitation to the Glass Onion Islands, like this giant puzzle box that you got to kind of like figure out, and it opens because if you solve the mystery of the box, and the whole thing is like actually practical, like it's no CG, no nothing, and it's a pretty impressive feat. Like I don't understand how they did it, so we're gonna figure out a lot of stuff. And then Top Gun, of course.
That's sick.
I don't know. I mean, there's not crazy props in that other than like the helmet and like, give him a football to play with on the beach. And
Hey, don't forget about the leather jackets.
the leather jacket and the helmets.
Yeah.
The helmets are pretty rad. I hope you bring some of that in. And then
Is this
who
just
else?
all out of your studio?
Yeah, they're all coming in here.
That's sick.
Yeah, they're all coming in here, and it's gonna be. Oh yeah, and then we have the prop master that did Babylon, which I haven't. I that's still on my list to see, but it's a contender for a lot of big stuff. So,
Babylon, a new movie?
Babylon is a new movie. It's the Brad Pitt's new movie.
It does sound like it would be an old movie. Like it.
So I've looked it
Period.
up. I haven't looked. Is it directed by Mel Gibson?
Babylon?
Yeah, it sounds like something he would do.
I don't know much about it, to be honest. Here, I'll pull it up and see. I know like Brad Pitt's the biggest, and Margot Robbie's in it.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Sigourney Weaver? No. Samara Weaving, sorry.
It's directed.
I was like, wait.
Damien Chazelle.
I don't know who that is.
Me neither.
I only thought because, Passion of the Christ.
I don't think it's a God movie.
I mean, it sounds like one.
No. It's done by the same writer who did like Whiplash and La La Land and stuff like that. I guess he doesn't have much directing credits.
What is Mank?
Mank is... It sounds familiar.
Oh, it's 1930s Hollywood is reevaluated through the eyes of scathing wit and alcoholic screenwriter Herman J. Mankiewicz as he finishes to races to finish Citizen Kane.
Citizen Kane movie. Yeah, so that movie is boring as shit. That was a contender a couple years ago, I think. That movie was or last year. That movie was boring. It was Citizen Kane, I think, is super, super boring. So a movie about them making Citizen Kane is really not much better.
I always
Mikey,
think
you're not in touch with
Citizen
Rosebud.
Kane and Law Abiding Citizen are the same movie, but they're not.
Very
What
much.
movies?
Law Abiding Citizen and Citizen Kane.
They're not even genre.
I know.
And they're like in completely different, like not only different decades, but they're like in different centuries.
They are. I think
there's almost 100-year difference between the two.
Law Abiding Citizen was filmed in 2009. Citizen Kane was in like the 40s or 50s, right?
Yeah, I think
It was like
earlier.
30s.
Yeah, I think it was 30s.
Yeah, it's
It's 1941, you dicks.
41. All right, whatever. We're close. Yeah, so I've been hardcore I've watched 9 out of the 10 Best Picture nominated movies.
That's pretty good.
What are the 10 nominated?
Oh, and I it's funny you asked that because I just had it up and then I deleted the tab it was in.
See. It's Triangle of Sadness.
Yeah, so that's one of my favorites actually there. Triangle of Sadness is fantastic. If you guys haven't even watched the trailer for it, and then you'll be hooked immediately. I guarantee you after this, if you guys watch the trailer for Triangle of Sadness, you'll be like, we're watching that now.
I want to watch All Quiet on the Western Front.
That one's fantastic also.
That's one of the best World War I movies I've seen.
What's the other whoa, what's the other contender other than 1914? Was that the last
1918?
1918? Because I don't know any other World War I movies.
I'm sure there's plenty.
Yeah, maybe. That movie is
Private Ryan.
Saving Private Ryan, World War II. Yep.
The other ones, have you seen Women Talking?
No, that's the only one on the list I haven't seen because I had 2 groups of women tell me, "Well, it's good if you can make it to the very end." And I was like, "That's not really a selling point for me."
Avatar: Way of Water.
Shouldn't be in that category.
Tar?
Tar sucks. Tar is so boring.
Elvis.
Tar is a movie about cancel culture, pretty much. They're not going to tell you, like, it's about a woman that is accused. She's like a famous like conductor, and she's accused of sexual harassing one of her students or whatever, who ends up committing suicide. But the movie
like shitty Whiplash.
Kinda, but the movie like wants you to figure out for yourself whether you think she did it or not. They never tell you whether she did do the sexual harassment, but they just go through her life so she gets canceled. So it's just one of those movies.
The Fablemans?
Fablemans is okay. Fablemans,
the Banshee of
that's
Inisherin?
Inisherin, that movie sucks. It's so boring. Fablemans is the Steven Spielberg movie. It's about his life story coming in.
What do you think? Do you think Everything Everywhere All at Once is going to win?
I think it should win.
What
do you think will win then?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Top Gun Maverick.
No, Top Gun Maverick and Avatar, I don't think have a chance.
I think Top Gun Maverick's going to take the world by storm.
No, I don't.
They don't give victories to these type of movies, and this year they're gonna.
Hey, is this on DraftKings Sportsbook? Can I put $100?
Probably. Yeah, let me check.
All Quiet on the Western Front.
That movie's definitely going to win Best Foreign Film.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Might get my best score or best it's a sound one.
Yeah, probably that might be up there. Sound design Top Gun might get sound design. There's a lot of different factors into it. Honestly, I think just from the Academy favorite, I think everyone's going for Everything Everywhere All at Once. Tar is boring as shit. The Banshees of Inisherin might stand a chance. I didn't like the movie at all, but there's like
Is
a
it
cult
like
following.
too artsy and like?
No, it's not artsy at all. It's just boring. It's like
Oh.
I don't know. It's about two guys on a private, not a private island, but like a quiet farming island off the coast of Ireland. And they're like lifetime best friends, and they go to the pub every single day after like farming and shit like that. And then one guy just decides he doesn't want to be friends with him anymore for no real reason. And it's just about Colin Farrell's character just trying to regain the friendship and not taking no for an answer the entire movie.
Is that not also the plot of Yes Man with Jim Carrey?
I mean,
I wish you would step back from that ledge, my friend.
isn't that just about him not being able to say no, period?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
but
it
then he
is.
cuts his friendship with like people cut their friendship with him short because they don't need a yes man.
They cut
don't
their
know.
friendship with him before he becomes a yes
Ooh,
man, which leads
Bella
him to be a yes
Ramsey
man.
in The Last of Us is ugly as fuck.
Well, that was a random one. That I think that's the greatest show that we have had in a long time.
Do
I
I
haven't
need to play the game to get it? I hear it's a good show regardless.
No,
'Kay.
you do not need to play the game. I would like to play the game because I see the show, but
I
I
did-
am not.
I
yes.
This
did
first
down
game is one of the best games
I did
think ever
download it.
created.
just in case I wanted to.
Chapter 2 sucks. Don't play
Or
it. Don't review it.
What stopped you from starting the series? Are you just waiting for more episodes to come out?
I didn't know if I should watch it or not without the game, and then I'm addicted to Harry Potter right now, so I can't make that type of time commitment. But
Oh, because Harry, I hear that's fantastic
it's
too.
so
I'm
good.
I'm still stuck up on Lego Star Wars, but
That's fair. That game was also very good.
yes. We have to wait. A couple more months for it to actually come out on
On Switch.
on the Switch. Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been thinking about upgrading our Xbox to be able to get it a little bit sooner, but I think I don't know if it's worth it. So we might just wait for the Switch
I
to
don't
come
think
out.
you're gonna win that argument, and with the baby coming.
No, but here's the thing is, but if I do wait that far and it does come out, Jackie actually wants to play the game more than I do. So it
It's
wouldn't
so
be
fun.
it wouldn't be a
It
tough
is.
sell. But I'm going to be on paternity leave once the game does come out, so I'll have. I want to say all the time in the world, but I have a new baby, so not all the time in the world.
You'll
I
have
mean,
some
like,
of the time in the world.
Yeah, but you'll have different time. You'll have
Yes.
downtime.
Yes.
Like
Why
Col-
are you talking like you know what it's like to have a
Well,
child?
no, because Corey got me addicted to online poker for a while his baby was newborn, because that
Oh,
was
interesting.
his like 2 a.m. vice while he's like putting the baby to sleep, as he would just play online poker till like 4 a.m.
also,
sitting with the baby.
Mikey, what are you drinking? Is that lemonade?
Yeah. My lemon tree is popping right now, so I've been making homemade lemonade.
That's what's up.
Yeah. I've gone through like 4 gallons in the past couple weeks alone. It's been crazy.
So much.
Oh my lord, I like it. I
Yeah.
wish I had a lemon tree.
Yeah, it's been
Should we put one up in my backyard? I have an apple tree.
I have well, my parents have 3 apple trees and 3 peach trees.
I got rhubarb. Don't know what to do with it, but I got a rhubarb plant.
Rhubarb
don't-
stinks. You can't.
I don't
eat
know what
most of it.
rhubarb is.
I
It's
don't
like a
either,
sour
but I
plant that
have
if you
one.
go too far up, it's poisonous.
Yeah, I have one though, so I don't know.
So it's like playing Russian roulette every time you try the fruit or whatever.
Yeah, pretty much.
I also have
They
grapes.
harvest it wrong.
I got my own
see?
grapes.
You have grapevines?
I have grapes, dude.
It produces?
Yes, I have grapes on my pool area.
I didn't think that could. I didn't think that could work out. I mean, nothing's growing right now, right?
They're
'Cause it's-
Niagara grapes, so they have seeds, so they're gross. I
Oh,
tried
okay.
them last year. They stink.
you
But
have wild grapes?
no,
What
they
if
are.
Riley's just eating poisonous berries? He's like, these stink.
They do. They did make my like lips numb.
Is it snowy out there in New Hampshire right
Well,
now?
so let me tell you,
currently
Mikey, we
snowing.
just talked about that at the opening of the show. It's been full springtime for
Oh.
3 weeks, like 50 degrees the last
Oh.
3 weeks. And then today, to the surprise of everyone, we woke up to like 3 inches of snow, unplanned.
Oh.
Yeah, so I don't know. I was fully into spring mode already, and then we had to come back. We have snow coming Thursday again, so.
Well, check it out. Here in Santa Clarita, on the radar, we're expecting snow also Thursday.
What?
for the first, and I was reading it online. Santa Clarita hasn't seen snow since 1974.
Jeez.
That's kind of sick.
Yeah. So we may. I mean, it's right now. It's scheduled. It's like 80% chance of snow for like 3 hours.
Yeah.
And it's all overnight, but then by the morning it's supposed to be freezing rain, so we might miss it completely.
Yeah, that's got to melt as soon as it hits the ground, right? Like,
Is that gonna shut
Maybe.
down the city if any of it stays?
The highways, yeah.
yeah.
There's like 2 major highways that come into LA from like north, and they just shut them down because they're like,
Do they preemptively?
Yeah,
do
you're
it?
not going to work.
yeah, it's a hill. I think Ben Bowman has talked about like how it always fucks up his car going up through that hill to get into LA. That's the one that they shut down because the hill is so serious going in, so it just like blows out transmissions left and right. Well, when it gets snowy, like people just die and it's fucked. So they just close it. They just close the highway.
I don't remember how I saw it. So you know how like the Carolinas don't get a lot of snow.
Sure.
So
Also, there's
I
no
don't-
betting odds on the Oscars on DraftKings.
That's
There
dumb.
probably is.
Oh, interesting.
on
There
other-
has to be somewhere.
There
though.
are somewhere for sure.
Yeah.
So whenever I think of other places outside of like places that normally get snow, I don't remember when it was. It had to have been like the 2010s. This picture was one of the like it was attached to a headline. North Carolina got fire or it got snow, and the thing they used is a snowy road, and there's just I don't understand. The car is just on fire.
And they superimpose the Star Wars fucking walkers. There's like 3 of them.
Yeah, the
with just
AT-AT's right next to it.
Oh, it's
Great Photoshop.
One time, my neighbor's car just caught on fire and blew up.
Was it Riggs?
No, it was
Hmm.
the McNulty's.
Oh.
Whose car was it?
I think it was their mom's or dad's, and I was like getting ready to go out to the bus stop, and then I saw smoke coming out of the car, and then it just engulfed in flames. I have a video of it on like my first cell phone when I was like 13, like
That's
shitty
incredible.
like 8-bit essentially video of just the car catching on fire.
Serves them right. I remember once we were playing like paintball in the backyard or something, and we accidentally shot his car, and he fucking went livid.
We actually talked about some rig stories like 2 weeks ago. Can
Oh,
you give
really?
the background on when you bopped Riggs in the head with a tennis racket and what resulted afterwards?
Oh yeah,
'Cause I
just-
wasn't too sure what happened, but I had a good idea, and I want to hear from the source what the whole thing was.
I mean, I don't remember very, very clearly. I remember I was really young too, and I don't remember why I had a tennis racket, but but for some reason we did, and we were like riding bikes and skating and stuff like that, or he was, because he was wearing a helmet, and I was like playfully being like, "Oh yeah," and I like tapped him on the head with it, like joking around, like. And he was wearing a helmet. Then his dad's like, "Get over here!" And he grabbed it from me and hit me on the head. And then I was like a little kid, and I think it was in front of Auntie Donna too, if I'm not mistaken. Or
It
whatever.
had to
I
have been.
I think I went like home crying. Mom, I was like, "Oh, he hit me on the head or whatever." And they like went over to, I don't know what happened after the fact, but they went over to talk to him, and he never touched me again.
Dude, I can't imagine your guys' dad angry.
No,
No, I mean like
real anger.
it's feeling the fear of God in somebody.
Yeah, I don't think I was there for that point, so I can't attest to the story after I left, but I remember I was young and went back crying, and he said something to him, and he just didn't talk to us anymore.
Wait, so this is just for my own curiosity. Like, growing up, everybody has the parent that was the one that yelled at you guys. Who is that for you? Is it your mom or your dad? Your
Yeah, ish.
Because mom would be like, "Oh, you're gonna get it."
Yeah, wait till your dad.
Yeah, it
gets
was like because we had a classic dad who was not really around all that much because he was working to support a
Yeah.
family. So it's like at 6:30 when dad comes home,
Yeah.
you're in fucking trouble because Well, like Corey got his door taken away because my mom would go running
Oh,
after.
right.
My mom would go running after him with a wooden spoon and be like, "Get your ass back here!" He'd be like, "Nope." Close the door,
Yeah.
lock it. So then they
He'd
took
slam
his-
the door.
Yeah, he
slam
would
the
slam
door.
the door, so they took it.
So they took it off the hinges.
Like his 16th birthday, he got it back. It's like,
You have told me that before. I always forget that Corey
Yeah,
lost his door.
but yeah, it was more like my mom would come running. She'd come, and then we'd be like, "Oh." we would distance ourselves, and then
No, but I mean, Corey gets no credit too. The only reason that it built up to that point is like not only would he slam the door when we go in his room, but he would like try to like dig at you. Like he'd open it and go like keep slamming it. It's just, what are you doing? He literally just opened it to slam it again.
Yeah.
And you keep going. It's like, dude, they're like getting rid of the door.
That's awesome.
Then he would just huff and puff after that. But yeah, I mean, I guess the dad would be the more enforcer. But I remember even like the first time I was caught smoking pot or whatever, like my mom is the one who smelt it. And like she came downstairs and it was like the middle of the night or whatever. And she's like, "Are you smoking pot?" And then she's like, "Oh, wait, your dad is coming down. Wait till he comes down the stairs." And he goes, "What?" And she goes, "Don't you smell that?" And he goes, "I don't smell shit." And I was like, right.
yeah, that was always the difference. Is like even when my parents owned an apartment, is like my dad's always all talk all the time. Like to the public eye, he needs to be the nice guy. He'll motherfuck you in private, like behind your back, not to your face at all.
Yeah. No, well, to the little kids, I mean, to us, he would. Like, I remember when you get really mad, he would pull out the "you little prick." Like, that's when you really know you pissed him off. But it didn't come out often.
So for me, my mom was the one. She would like scream at us, and
Yeah,
then we would just have to go
see
to
that.
our room. But our dad was always the one, like in the background, like, yeah. But when you
got
his
Paul's
switch
wrath,
flipped, it'd be like, "Get over here, you jackass!"
That's a good. What did your dad call you when you?
I mean, dude, growing
when you
up,
hit
me
a
and
new
Mason
level.
were bad kids.
Yeah.
I heard jackass more than my own name.
I didn't hear that one ever.
No.
You jackass.
My mom called us that too.
Did we get son of a bitch? I feel like
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I feel like we got
Yeah,
little
that's
son of a
that
bitch.
Everyone gets hurt in that.
Yeah, everyone goes down with a son of a bitch. Nobody wins.
No.
Except Dad.
Yeah. Yeah. Mom didn't have any of like the big harsh slams. She had the very disappointed.
Oh yeah, mom was the king of disappointment, the queen of disappointment.
Your parents have also parented me when I'm being a jackass.
Often.
Yeah.
Nothing
Yeah,
will ever be better than when my mom went on strike from cooking because we were like, ew. And then we just ate like kings. For like
I wouldn't
2
call
weeks.
Taco Bell every day like kings.
I would.
I would say that's more like peasants. But
She got so mad when my
we
dad.
got ramen noodles and Taco Bell.
She would get so mad when dad would come home with like KFC that night. Be like, "Yeah, I got dinner."
Good times.
That's funny. Before we go, I just want to remind everyone that Karl Malone is a predator. Just don't
Who's
forget.
that?
So the NBA All-Star game was this weekend, and it was in Salt Lake City, and their best player of all time is Karl Malone.
Oh, no, I remember this. now.
Yeah, and Karl Malone impregnated a 13-year-old when he was in college, and then he went on and got to play a whole career, a Hall of Fame career, and no one talks about it. And
Is he in the Hall of Fame now?
oh, he's the up until LeBron passing him this year was the #2 all-time scorer. So a long career, a long, successful career that was never stopped on
Rounds of fucking a 13-year-old.
impregnating a 13-year-old.
Ezra Miller kidnapped a 12-year-old and then has been holding her hostage for the past 6 years, and he's still the Flash.
Wait,
Wait,
what?
Are you serious?
Wait.
You guys not heard about this shit?
No.
There's a new movie coming out, and he's like, oh, if you're googling right now,
I know.
just put That's only one of his out. Like,
I know
not
he's
even
nuts.
allegations.
Yeah, I do know. Oh, Mikey, this is not an allegation. The Karl Malone one.
Oh no, this isn't an allegation either. It's like proven that he's done a lot of this
Okay.
stuff. But he's brainwashed the chick to be like, nah, I wanted it. It was cool. Because he kidnapped her from like a Native American like
Jesus.
yeah grounds for their parents or whatever, and like had her change her name and everything from
This
like
is an insane headline.
Can you-
DC star officially apologizes for kidnapping girl and other crimes.
yeah. That's not his first kidnapping. He took like
It's like his thing. This is
yes he's
This is a thing.
he took in a mother and her daughter or whatever to like live on his lot of land or whatever, and then they've been missing for like 2 years now. Like just nobody knows where they are. Nobody's talked to them. They're missing. And he's like, yeah, they're not here anymore.
Have you seen the thing about Army Hammer being
Yeah,
a
cannibal? I do know about that one. That one
I
is
don't-
not a
I don't-
cannibal. He just likes to sext like a cannibal. I think that one's been proven.
That's
I think he's
fucking
just
insane.
he's real kinky. Like real kinky. Like
What is
real
a Zeltgeist?
some sort of ghost. Some sort of spirit.
Yeah. I don't know.
Wait, so Ezra Miller's kidnapping and murdering people on his land?
People are disappearing. And
Okay.
he's banned from Australia for a little while because he just got back from Australia and got arrested twice while he was there for like
Yeah.
breaking into people's houses and shit. There's like a
What?
yes. There's like a whole, and this is all stuff that's happened like within the past 3 years. Too.
Is he
It's all,
just
like,
is he just a serial killer and we see him do crime and no one's doing anything about it?
I mean, have you seen what his face looks like? He looks like he could indeed be a serial
He
killer.
looks like if Joji was off
like a
his
villain.
meds. Yeah.
Yes, he looks like a cracked out villain in a movie or something like that.
He looks like he would eat people.
He does look like he,
Yeah, Hunter, can you bring him
maybe
up,
he does.
please? Yeah, maybe he's eating
Maybe
a
he
small
does.
family, a daughter and the mom.
Damn, guys, you guys are fucking yucking his yum. Let him be. Let Ezra Miller do his fucking thing.
Yeah,
I
eat
find it funny
people.
because I follow Jason Momoa on Instagram, and he posted like, "I don't care what anybody thinks. I'm excited for you, brother," or whatever, and like with a picture of him like coming out in the DC universe, and then all the comments underneath are like just fucking.
Hey, did you know he eats
ripping him
people?
apart.
His face or
Yes,
his
he
head
does
is
look
very
like-
round. You know what? Hold on.
Can you share? I'm waiting on you to share, my brother.
I'm gonna show you who I think he looks like, and I gotta find the right picture before I do so.
You have to find the right picture, Riley.
Well,
I think
this.
Riley here. I find it funny that we both got new phones, and I remember we used to have the exact same phone case,
Do
and we
we-
both got new phones, and we still have like it used to be blue, and now it's like a
different
puke
blue.
green.
Yeah, yeah. That's so funny.
Perfect.
Yep. Oh my god.
I'm not gonna hold this up. I can't find the picture, but he kind of looks like the evil moon from Ocarina of Time.
pull up a picture of Ezra Miller. You have in front of you right now, don't you?
Oh yeah, hold on.
Pull up the Ez-Man for us.
The Ezra.
Pull up Big Easy E.
Yeah, I never really cared for him anyway.
No.
It's a happy man.
Oh my god.
He does. Yeah, no, that guy eats people for sure. That guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, pull out one of the ones where he like looks like a clown. There you go. Yeah, those would do it.
Hold on. There's a really good one right here. This.
Oh yeah, there you
Yeah,
go. That
no.
guy eats people.
This guy for sure brings in.
What about this?
I don't know what is happening there.
It's Ezra Miller, but as time goes on, the pictures become more and more deranged.
Yeah, this one is
It's
just he has like
inside
8
the-
eyes.
Okay, I see Elliot Page, Austin Butler. What's happening?
Oh, because I think Ezra Miller is they them now or something.
Oh, okay.
He would
Okay.
definitely
I don't know
slurp
if
up
that's
your blood.
Yeah, he would serve a
Back to
things.
they thems. Bella Ramsey, who you were disrespecting earlier, is a they them. Hunt.
Don't care. Didn't
I
ask.
I did not disrespect Bella Ramsey.
Yep. Yeah, Mikey, is it
hey,
nice to
all
see
I
her?
said is she's ugly.
They're ugly. Say it correctly.
That individual is ugly.
Fantastic in the show, though. Absolutely fantastic.
I
Is it,
believe it.
Mikey? Is it nice to see your good pal Pedro Pascal thriving again, just once again?
Yeah, I mean, once again, when has he ever stopped?
I know. Just
I
continues.
feel like there's been no lull in him. He's just been on top of the moon for like the past
6
4
years.
years or
Yeah.
something.
It
He
started.
hasn't stopped.
Yeah, it started
He's
with
in
him getting.
everything.
It started with him getting his head squished by the mountain, and he's just has not
Right.
slowed down.
It's just been up and up ever since. He's in everything. He's in like he's come out with like 4 different movies this year. For The Last of Us only, like he was in. They shot that shit in Calgary. Like, where does he have time for all this shit?
On
Pedro
top,
Pascal's Mando.
yes,
Yes, and he's
yeah, he's
Mandalorian.
Mandalorian. I was gonna say, on top of all that, he has a new season of Mandalorian coming out soon.
Yeah,
Dude,
Karen Dunn.
he's Oberyn
Hot.
Martell.
Huh?
He's Oberyn Martell.
Dude, I'm looking at Gina Carano.
Okay. Do you know what other show? Speaking of good new shows, there's not much. It's been one episode.
what?
Animal Control on Fox. New sitcom.
That show is the one with Joe McHale.
Yes.
Oh man, it's just trying to be Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yes,
so
it is. I enjoyed it. You know what? Brooklyn Nine-Nine's really good. I
Kurt
enjoyed it.
loves yogurt.
Yeah.
The shows I've been watching lately is, I mean, well, we have a new season of 1,000-Pound Sisters, so we've been on top.
I didn't know that.
Amy and Tammy, or was it?
Tammy, yeah,
Tammy and
Tammy
Amy.
is actually losing weight for the first time. In the whole
No, because she's the one.
No
The other
shot.
one lost like 500 pounds, and the big one.
She's
Yeah, every
getting
time the other
good,
one
yes.
lost it.
Wait, so
Tammy
she's
found
going
it.
back up?
Amy's going back up and Tammy's going down.
Amy married some black guy, right? Some also fat
Yeah.
man.
You're
You're not there yet. Sorry.
No, yeah. There's a new episode tonight, so I haven't seen the new episode tonight, but there haven't been any marriage.
Their dad is at least I think it's their dad's that older white dude
the older white.
That
dude.
would, yeah.
who's like his voice sounds like.
Oh, it's a
this."
brother. Their brother.
Oh, their brother.
He
Cool
lost
dude.
weight too. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
actually the most inspiring weight loser out of the whole thing. He's like, I'm gonna go and like flip some tires around, and it's gonna be good because I
Well,
got.
he's also the most normal out of the three.
Oh yeah, he's fantastic.
Mikey,
Like,
I know
he's
you.
just a regular guy.
Like pull his skin out of his sides, like I gotta get rid of this one. I can flap away like a freaking squirrel, flying squirrel.
Are those shows real, Mikey?
Apparently.
I don't know
That
how you
one-
would fake them, but
I don't know how you fake it. So that one's been on my. We've been watching that weekly. We've been watching. We just started I didn't know Wu-Tang had its own
Yeah.
like TV show that RZA apparently is the like director and producer and writer on like most of the episodes. Pretty good show. Started watching that. And then another big one. Are you guys fans of The Circle?
oh
I
no,
never saw
I
it.
don't like
Riley
The
tried
Circle.
to get me into
I watched season 1 of The Circle.
Okay.
I'm watching something in parallel to this. Are you watching Perfect Match or are you watching The Circle?
I'm watching The Circle, but I think Jackie's watching. Is that the one where they have? Oh yeah, yeah.
So-
Jackie's definitely watching
so,
that
yeah,
one.
so
Joey's
Perfect-
on it.
Huh?
Joey's on it.
Yes,
or
Joe.
something?
So Perfect Match. They take pretty much the biggest contestants from all of Netflix's game shows and
Yeah.
put them on one show.
Yeah,
The funny part is, so Joey won The Circle season 1,
yeah,
and he's on this show now. Hasn't been heard of since.
yeah.
But The Circle season 1 was the first Netflix game dating show of any sort. So they have all these girls on who are on former seasons of stuff, and all of them have fucked Joey.
Yeah,
They're
yeah, I've heard that. Jackie said that.
Because
Like,
that
oh,
made me laugh so. Because Joey is so ugly, but he won the first Netflix anything, and it's like, yeah, no, this guy won a single Netflix show, but he was the first one there and was just swimming in it.
well,
for
another
so
one,
long.
another show
that guy fucked a bunch of people.
The hot ones. He fucked the panda from Angry Beasts or Sexy Beasts.
Another show, the panda from Sexy
The
Beast.
panda from Sexy Beast is in perfect match. Her name is Carousel. It's stupid.
Another show that's bringing a lot of reality shows together that Jackie's also been watching is the Trader Show that has Kate from Below Deck on it.
Riley was just talking about that like 4 days ago.
Below Deck or
Yeah, Below Deck.
Yeah, wait, what is the Trader Show?
it's about like a show where they bring in a bunch of other reality show stars and then they put them in, and then like 3 of them are traders, secret traders, and the others are
It's
like
just Among Us.
loyals or something like that, and they have to like fight to win money, and the traders can't be found out, and if the traders are like found out, then they don't win the
Are
money.
you saying traders as in like a merchant or trader as in,
Trader,
like I
like a
betrayed you?
backstabber.
Yeah,
Okay.
backstab.
I heard traders and I was like,
I did too.
This is a weird show.
Kate from Below Deck is on it, and
So-
she is awful. She's
So
just
it's
the biggest.
it's Among Us with reality stars.
Yes. But anyways, no. I have been watching The Circle, but the British version,
Ooh.
which I had to go to like a bootleg Chinese website to be able to stream all of the episodes.
Yeah.
And it is just so much more fantastic than The Circle here, because the American Circle is just so wholesome. It's just like, oh, you catfish me, give me a hug, man. Okay, like let's sit and talk.
Yeah.
With like on the British version, they're like, okay, you can meet one person after like you've been blocked, and they'll go in a room and they'll rip a painting off the wall and throw it across the room and go, hey, fuck you. Like, you fucking bitch. You turn me on. Yeah, you motherfucker. And then they'll like almost get physical. Like they get so much more cutthroat and hardcore. And I was like, this is way better.
That is awesome.
All UK shows, like reality shows, are better, minus The Office. Love on the Spectrum. I guess that was in New Zealand, but
yeah.
still.
We do need another season of Love on the Spectrum. Best show.
To be fair, The Office isn't a reality show.
it's a fake reality show.
And it was the American Office was still created by the exact same people that did the British Office. They just did it over here.
Was Ricky Gervais?
It was
in
Ricky
that?
Gervais and Stephen Merchant.
Okay, I always forget. I know Ricky Gervais because that was Michael's character.
Yeah.
because they did episode 1 like a exact copy, right? And then they
Yeah.
went,
Yeah.
this is not working, and then they rewrote it essentially.
Yeah, pretty much. They just had a different. I mean, if you watch it, it's definitely a little bit more slapstick humor, which is British humor. If you watched the actual British version.
Mikey, are you ready for fatherhood?
Yeah, we just set our induction date, which I didn't know was a thing. So
Are you telling me it's not Pi Day anymore? Because I was really looking forward to not having to remember a birthday.
no, yeah, it might not be, because I took a birthing class, first time for one of those things.
Like a
Oh boy,
Lamaze class where you do
I
the
was gonna wrap
breathing
this
and-
episode up, but let's dig into that.
No, it was like Jackie's like, we're gonna go to the hospital and take a birthing class. I was like, okay.
Where
She's
you're
like,
like, I
"It's okay.
can't do
They have free muffins and coffee. It's like, all
Perfect.
right, sign me.
Yep, great, awesome. I love
So we
free
went,
coffee.
yeah, we
and
went to it.
muffins.
It literally, I'd say it's about 50% just people asking questions about the what's the thing they put in the spine to like numb you?
An epidural.
Epidurals. It's just everybody asking about epidurals, and then like the main consensus to every question was like, just get it, just get it.
Yeah, oxytocin. Sick.
Is,
yeah.
is
Hey,
Jackie
do you
getting
want
it?
Does it affect the baby? No. Will you be in excruciating pain otherwise? Yes. Get the fucking epidural.
Yeah.
That's basically where it's settled. And then past the other birthing class, like they had weird games and competitions. Like, all right, dads, here's a bunch of dolls. We're going to see the quickest one to put a diaper on the baby and then swaddle it into the thing the tightest, and then you throw it above your head, and whoever can do that first.
I was gonna make a joke about throwing it across the room, but you really just made that joke for me.
He was throwing them to us like footballs. It's like,
We're gonna recreate the AJ Brown touchdown from the previous Super Bowl with this bitch.
yeah. But I was kind of pissed off with the whole thing, because they're talking. They're like, all right, as you get closer, when you reach week 39, you'll get your induction day. I was like, wait a minute. It's like, but our due date is on exactly week 40. It's our due date, what it's given to us, is the 14th of March. And they were like, yeah, it usually comes a week before that. And I was like, well, what the fuck? Why are you giving me a due date? It's a week before that. Like, it makes no fucking sense to me.
Oh,
So we ended up going to her like OBGYN or whatever. And then I was like, hey, they said that we need to do an induction date. And she's like, oh, yeah, let's do it. Let's sign you up right now. And then she just calls and was like, okay, we're going to do it Monday. And we're like, okay, cool. So I guess we're going to be induced on the Monday. And I think that or Sunday. It's Sunday.
Like in 6 days?
No, 2.5 weeks.
Oh.
No, yeah, 2.5
Okay.
weeks.
So the 12th, like the Monday before the 14th?
The 12th. We're going in Sunday, really, and then hold on, let me see what day that is because I don't have a calendar. Well, now I have a calendar in front of me. Yeah, the 12th. So we're going in the 12th at 8 a.m.
Okay.
Pretty.
Labor can take a long time.
3
So
1
it
2.
Maybe the 14th.
I mean, I hope as hell not because like they say like within usually you're in and out within 48 hours or less. 24 to 48 hours.
I kind of hope that it goes to the 13th because 31323 will be really easy to remember.
3-1. Say that again.
31323.
31323.
Yeah.
That's a rap. That's a gang.
Yeah.
3123. Wait, 3132.
31223 is okay, but 31323 is way better.
31313.
23.
Are you going back in time to have your kid?
You have a 10-year-old? What's going on? I've been neglecting a nephew for so long.
No, but it's been cool because as we're getting closer to, especially I think doing the prop podcast has helped me because like one of the sponsorships heard that we were having a baby on like the prop talk podcast, and she hit us up because she represents Baby Bjorn, and she's like, "Hey, you should have told me. You want some Baby Bjorn stuff?" And we're like, yeah.
What is Baby Bjorn?
Baby Bjorn is like they're most famous for having those like baby carriers that you put like on your chest and shit.
Okay.
And have like the thing that comes up.
Yep.
So she was like, "Oh, go through our catalog," and they had like travel cribs that were like $400, and like the baby bouncers that's like another $150, and the Baby Bjorn things are like another $100 and some too. So we're just like, if it's not being too greedy, we'll take one of all of that.
We'll take the
like,
trolley.
They
we
gave it to you?
up today. Yeah, brand new. Everything's perfect. It's like,
That's
oh yeah,
sick.
just go and grab it. We're like, hell yeah. So we just got a whole bunch of new baby shit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, sick.
The baby spoiled as shit. There's no room left in that fucking nursery. I don't know where we're gonna fit a baby because it has too much shit in there.
By the way,
You can pull the Corey and build up your whole nursery and then move before the baby ever steps foot in it.
Oh no, I'm in this house for 30 years.
By the way, the painting that you did, like with the baby's name and like the Star Wars theme, looks unbelievable.
Oh yeah, it's fucking fantastic.
The R2D2
R2D2
dresser is sick.
I found that. I think we saw like the idea for that on. I don't know, it was like one of those like not Etsy, but the Pinterest. One of those Pinterest like ideas that we saw. They're like, oh, you want to make an R2D2 dresser? Just go to get this dresser at IKEA, and then you can just build it up. So I was like, all right, and that's pretty much what we did.
Hunter, I've somehow out-uncled you in like a 1 year span. Not out-uncled in the skill of uncling, but the quantity of uncle. I would never have an uncle off with you because we're both wonderful
because
uncles.
I'm part of the family, so
you're also
uncled you.
That's true.
Yeah, it would have upped it one more because I was trying to like convince Jackie. I was just like, during the birthing class, they also said, oh, just so you know, like you're most fertile right after you give a baby. And I was like, all right, back to backs, let's do it.
I don't think she's pumped on pregnancy, so I don't think that's gonna go.
Oh, she hates pregnancy.
Yeah.
How many kids do you want, Mikey?
2. That's it. And I'm probably getting snipped after that. That's it. I just want to pump out one more, and I want them to be close in age. And then that also, them being semi-close in age also gives me my life back quicker, too. Like, I mean, I respect my parents for having all of us, but between me and Riley, it was 6 years apart. Like,
7.
That's a big deal. If they're only 2 years apart or less, then that's a lot more time to, like...
It's true.
I mean, that's the way it is with me and my brothers. Like, Mason's 2 years older than me, and Taylor's 2 years older than Mason.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good gap. Like for me and Mykie weren't friends until I was 20.
I wasn't at the house anymore.
Yeah, it was like me and Mykie didn't learn we were friends until later on.
Riley was Criley until I moved away.
But your kids will just grow. Yeah, if you have too close, they'll just grow up best friends.
Yeah. See, Riley was like, he was a snitch pretty much until I moved away. He was the snitch.
Checks out. Yeah.
Well, to be fair, it was so fun to fuck with Corey because he was so easy to blame.
I mean, he is easy to blame.
Yeah, like it was so fun. Hunter, I snitched in the way that like you would. Like I would go do some
something
shit
wrong and then blame it on Mason.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I would go do some shit and be like, Corey hit me. They'd be like,
So you see, I did that until I was like 7 or 8, and then I found out that it was more fun to pretend that we were fucking with each other and just to get our parents riled up, and then we'd be like, yeah, no, we're not doing any of that.
No, but that's it. I want to keep them close, get it over with, get the pregnancy over with, and then get back to my regular lives.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep it moving. Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, congratulations. Thank you for joining us this week.
Yeah.
My brain is mush from work today, and I want to go lay down.
Have fun.
Yeah.
I will.
Mykie T of Failing Hollywood, everybody. Mykie, where can they find you and your fine programming and your new podcast, Prop Talk?
You can find us at innercirclepn.com. We'll be there. Find us on Instagram at Failing Hollywood. We've been slow for the past couple months, but I'm having everybody over Thursday. I'm going to have, actually, I think I released an episode. What day is today? Today's Tuesday?
Yep.
So tomorrow, I release a new episode tomorrow, and I have another 3 after that in the bank already. So we're gonna be dropping episodes like crazy. We have guests coming back. The 4th one in, we got Snake Bitch.
I was gonna ask, is Snake Bitch coming back?
Snake Bitch will be on one of the upcoming episodes. We have the production designer of American Horror Stories as a guest on in a couple episodes, and she's fucking fantastic. Also, our new co-host Grant has just been fucking killing it on these episodes. He's just showing up like crazy.
You should get a new co-host.
Wait, is Jackie's brother your new co-host?
No.
Oh, okay, I've been behind. So
he works with me a little bit. He's G Money Grant. So
I think I like G Money Grant.
Yeah, he's really, really good. So you'll see him popping in pretty regularly from now on.
What about Nikki Rocket Boots?
Oh,
Rocket Joey Dillon. Yes.
I've been hitting him up actually, though. I want to get him in for sure. So check all those shows out. Find us on Facebook and Instagram and stuff like that. You can also check out my new show, Prop Talk, the official prop podcast of the Property Masters Guild, which is a new one. And I just want to announce, I had to bring to the board a pitch to try to get us to get a booth at LA Comic-Con. So I'm officially going to be running a booth at LA Comic-Con where we're going to have some representation.
That's sick.
That's in December. Sick. Yeah. So it's going to be some awesome shit. But yeah, if you want to hear the best prop masters in the business, we've got some great prop masters coming in. We also have a good episode that came out about the Rust shooting and stuff like that from the best in the business that handle that stuff. Alec Baldwin stuff. Yep. Yeah. So you can check that one out at propertymastersguild.org, or you can just anywhere anywhere podcasts can be found.
Prop Talk.
Prop Talk.
Yeah. Prop
Talk. I like that. It's a good name.
Plungepodcast.com. Go to patreon.com/theplunge. Go to the episode description. All the links are there. We even have a link tree with even more links. Go find them.
We have an OnlyFans on there?
We do have an OnlyFans.
Oh, damn.
Wait, really?
Dude, yeah, it's only cans. It's just a bunch of soup.
It's just a bunch of soup.
You stole that from somewhere. That was not your joke.
I can't imagine it's original, but I didn't pull it from anywhere.
Hey, I can.
Thank you all for listening. We'll be back next week. We're going to try to stop posting on Tuesday nights because we're a Tuesday show. So we're going to start trying to have Tuesday morning episodes for you guys.
Show.
Listen, our audience still comes on Tuesday, and they're like, what's happening? They're confused. Mykie, thank you for joining us. Good luck on birthing. And
thanks.
Shout out.
Wish me good luck. Tell Jackie.
Oh, before we go, I gotta let you know. Whenever Shelby talks about having kids, her biggest fear is shitting on the floor during birth.
She will and won't care in the moment. Trust me.
I think she will. She's been thinking about it so much that when it does come,
Shelby or Jackie?
Shelby.
No.
Yeah, Shelby. Shelby gives quite a stink about it.
They talked about it during the birthing class. They just said it's going to be out of there before you even know it happened, and you're going to be numbed down there anyway, so you ain't going to fucking know or care. So it won't matter.
During freshman health, I got sent to the office because I laughed during the birth video when the woman shit on the floor. And then Miss Bayless asked me to go sit in the stairwell, but I was still belly laughing. So she came in and she goes, "You need to go to the office."
That's a good way to end
Thank you guys for listening.
We'll see you
We'll
next
catch you next week.